Brilliance Audio presents Everything is Mine by Ruth Lillegraven, translated by Diane Oatley, performed by James Patrick Cronin, Stina Nielsen, Sonila Nankani, Eric G. Dove, and Stephen Graybill.
The car hit the water with such a horrible bang that when I opened my eyes, I was surprised we were still alive. I've never been on an airplane, but I bet it's like that when a plane crashes. For a second or two after we hit the water, everything was completely silent, and I thought it would be fine, that we would just float away in the car like it was a boat until somebody rescued us. But then the water started trickling in through the air vents and everywhere, and I knew there wouldn't be time for anyone to save us. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to start at the beginning. Well, it was a Wednesday, and our home economics teacher was sick, so school let out earlier than usual. I could have gone home to Daddy, since that's where I live, but Magne, my stepfather, had said we could drive to the hospital and visit Mom one day if I wanted. She'd had an operation for some kind of lady thing. Since I didn't have school, I thought it seemed like a good time. So I walked up to the farm where Magne and Mom live. Magne seemed happy to see me. We got into the car and drove down the steep gravel road from the farm. We got to the main road and turned right, toward the hospital. The sun was so bright when we approached Sturahjellet, it blinded us. It's kind of hard to remember this because it happened so fast, but one minute we were driving into the turn, and the next we were barreling over the drop on my side. We must have made the turn too wide, too fast. I only had time to scream, really, before we hit the water. Magne undid my seatbelt and shouted that I should roll down the window so I could get out. I thought he was going to do the same thing. But when I turned to look, he was still just sitting all straight and stiff in his seat. I didn't understand why. I tried to open my door from the outside, but it wouldn't budge, like it was locked. So I tried swimming around the car. That took a while. The car was starting to sink, and I yanked and tugged at Magne's door, but it was completely stuck. I banged on the window, trying to make him see me, but he just sat there, and the car kept sinking deeper and deeper into the water. Finally, I had to start swimming toward land. It was much colder in the water than you'd think. I was frozen stiff. I barely made it to shore. Then I sat there on a rock, shaking and crying. I don't really believe in God, but you can't really know for sure, right? So I even prayed a little. But Magne didn't come. And finally I understood that he wasn't coming. Ever. That I would never see him again. Oh, sorry. I wasn't going to cry, but it's awful thinking about how he helped me. And I just let him disappear down there. Poor Mom. Poor Magne. Thank you, Clara, the policeman says. He nods at the orange soda and sweet custard bun on the table, encouraging me to help myself. But the mere sight of the trembling yellow custard makes me sick to my stomach. The policeman is nice enough, but I wonder if he's the kind of officer who doesn't understand, doesn't want to understand. Through the window I can see people parking their cars to go to their doctor's appointments at the clinic right next door to the municipal building where we're sitting. Across the road I can see the store, the school, and the old folks' home. There are mountains all around, watching over us, or shutting us in. Behind all of it is the fjord. I know the rest of the story, he says. Don't feel guilty. Getting out of the car the way you did, trying to save Magne, that was smart of you. What's important now is that you're alive and that you'll be all right.